When we moved into our dream home, we expected peace, fresh beginnings, and space for our daughter to grow. But just 3 days in, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "I died here before." I thought it was imagination, a weird phase, but what happened next proved it wasn't a game. And it revealed a past that someone tried very hard to bury. Subscribe now if you love true, eerie stories that make you question everything. And drop a comment below if you've ever had a child say something they shouldn't know. We had just left the chaos of the city for a quieter life. The home was an old Victorian on the edge of a small Pennsylvania town. Clean, freshly painted, but with that eerie charm old homes often carry. My 6-year-old daughter, Lily, immediately loved her upstairs room. It had a bay window and overlooked the backyard. She said it felt familiar. We assumed she meant it looked like her cousins. The first night, she told us, "This used to be pink. The walls were pink. Daddy, why did they change it?" We hadn't mentioned any repainting. 3 days in, I was tucking her in when she whispered, "I died here before. I was sick, right in that bed." I froze. I asked her what she meant. She said, "I had a sister. She cried when I left. She looked just like me." My blood ran cold. I tried to brush it off. Maybe she saw something on TV, but Lily didn't watch horror. No YouTube access. No bedtime ghost stories. The next day, she drew a picture in her coloring book. A little girl with braids lying in a bed, with a shadow figure standing near the doorway. Next to it, the name Sarah written in large red letters. She said, "That was me. My name was Sarah before." When I asked who the figure was, she answered, "The man in the hat." That night, I started hearing creaks in the hallway at 2:37 a.m. Always the same time, always the same rhythm. I started digging into the home's history. The property changed owners 5 times in 15 years. In 1987, a 7-year-old girl named Sarah Jensen died in the house. Pneumonia. She had a twin sister. They lived in the exact room Lily now slept in. That's when I stopped sleeping. The baby monitor buzzed at 2:37 a.m. I checked the camera. Lily was asleep, but the window behind her, a dark figure passed by. Slowly, she never woke. The next morning she said, "He comes to check sometimes, but he can't find me anymore because I'm not Sarah now." There was a built-in closet in Lily's room that we never opened. It was sealed with old nails. That morning I tore it open. Inside was a child's shoe and a faded pink sweater, and carved into the wood, faint but visible, Sarah J. Lily looked at it and said, "That's mine. I wore it when I was cold." I asked her, "Who is the man in the hat?" She said, "He used to live here too, but he's stuck. He tries to keep people. That's why we got sick." I said, "Is he still here?" She looked behind me and said, "He's always listening." That night, the hallway was freezing. The door creaked open. I stood outside Lily's room and heard whispering. 2 voices. I burst in. She was sitting up in bed, looking at the closet. Her lips weren't moving, but the closet door was open again. Closed it, sealed it, prayed. We moved out 2 weeks later. Lily never mentioned Sarah again. But sometimes she hums songs I don't recognize, and she never sleeps near closets. If this story chilled you, subscribe now for more real, Creepy experiences that stay with you long after the screen goes dark. Comment below. Have you ever heard a child say something that left you frozen? I want to hear your stories. Like and share this video with someone who believes kids are just imaginative.